He did usher in the Emperor's plan. Again, it'd be fun. I just don't think it happened. Yeah, man, he got that force jump. He's also a frog, so give and take, right? He's a speaking frog, so tough to call. It's a tough call. I could Titans this here. Actually, wouldn't be that terrible to set up. Oh, these all suck. Let's go like this here.
Let's start the show.
Give me the big Renekton. Big Rennie carry. I feel like these are, I mean, Hulk Crusher is whatever to like Urgot. Alright, now that's getting sus. Now we're getting a little too sus for even me. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Now it's just getting a little bit ridiculous. I think it's a fun little fan theory, but I think that's literally it. It's a fun little fan theory. Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm not really surprised. It was kind of a blunder. Let's be real here. I think it also, yes, would have been made for a much better trilogy than the current setup they have. But I think it just comes down to more or less just absolutely dog shit writing for a lot of those oversights. Would have made the whole slog worth it, right? Palpatine still being alive is like one of the dumbest fucking arcs they've ever made. It just made literally no sense. Literally no sense. You just look at it and be like, what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, a lot better than, oh look, the Emperor is still alive. Like, that is the most boneheaded, dumb shit idea they could have came up with. And that's what they did. It's just like you look at it and you're like, what the fuck were you thinking, guys? That's your master plan? He's just not dead? Okay. Like, bruh. Pulled some fucking, like, anime-ass arc. Isn't that literally how they can't kill Voldemort in Harry Potter? He technically, like, his essence is in another person's body or some bullshit as well. I never watched Harry Potter, so, like, I'm talking out my ass a little bit here, but, like... Horcrux, yeah, that thing. Luke's death, yeah. Yes, but magical, and you need to watch it? No. I'll watch The Lord of the Rings before I watch, anything Harry Potter related. I've seen parts of them, like, I don't really give a shit to see the whole thing. It's just not my thing. Which is okay. I still have never watched Lord of the Rings in totality either, which is on my list. So, I'll get to Lord of the Rings before I get to the Harry Potter series. And all holy hell, he's still alive? No, exactly. It's just dumb. Hey, have a good one, Angry. Thanks for hanging. Catch you later, brother. Gamer and director. Not really a fan. I think he's talking about the new movie that they did where it was like the old school, like when they went back in time or whatever.
Lord of the Rings is better by far? Yeah, I mean, obviously. Fantastic Beasts, yes, I think that's what he's referring to.
Third Harry Potter movie? I'm not sure.
Now
Time travel?
that is what
Huh?
I want to see.
The whole time travel arc that got used like 2 times and never used again. Oh, yeah, I don't even know what the hell you guys are talking about. Plus, there's a werewolf. Oh. Seems like we're in some type of Disneyland bullshit right now. I didn't remember that shit at all. Probably because it was fucking atrocious. We just hit this game, and I'm just gonna keep hitting. Hopefully I don't shit my pants this game, though. Okay. Wait, is there 2 people? Oh, there's 2 people playing the same comp. Okay. movies are just very meh. I mean, yeah, that's kind of it. I think what really got like made Harry Potter as a series so popular is that it was like something that a lot of kids grew up with, right? Whenever you have a series that people grow up with, it becomes a much more engaging, etc. J.K. Rowling can literally suck my taint, yeah. Literally suck my taint. Confirmed, Eddie. All the 80s, 90s kids grew up with the first books as kids and young adults. Yeah, no, like they were popular, like they were popular with like the grades above me, but not like when I got to like my grade, it was the Percy Jackson series, which in my opinion, I like mythology and stuff way more than wizard bullshit, because mythology at least has like, you know, how many thousands of years of you know, extra stuff they've, you know, slowly brought in. I don't know, I just prefer. Yeah, no, I really like the Percy Jackson series, but it's also more my vibe. Again, it's just a vibe thing. I really thought the Percy Jackson books were good. So fun fact about Percy Jackson, the director, completely shit. And, the director went their own fucking way and just fucked the entire series up. The maker of the books is doing a Netflix series now, if anybody wasn't aware. Not Netflix, Disney Plus series. And so it's gonna be a TV series instead. Rather than the crock of shit that the series was previously. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I remember Aragon. Oh, yeah. It's the dragon ones. Yes, I remember these ones. I read these as well. Well, what's sad is so many, like... Sorry, hold on. I'm rolling here. I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Oh, adapting a book that has, you know, technically speaking, sometimes, you know, hundreds of hours in a series of dialogue, etc., that you'd have to go through, and cramming it all down to a very small cinematic experience just generally sucks. You just can't do it frequently and make it any good. I'm trying to remember another series I read as a kid. Well, Lord of the Rings, they did it correctly and just made it very expansive, right? They like I've been told like the regular movies are great, but the director's cuts are phenomenal of Lord of the Rings, right? So I have them. I have the director's cuts. I've never watched them. Just haven't gotten around to it. Another series as a kid. They lived underground, and then they found a fucking way out. The world was allegedly uninhabitable. Oh, what was it? Nope, not Maze Runner. Nope, not Maze Runner. I never read the Maze Runner books, really. Not post-apocalyptic, like in that regard. What was the name of it? Oh, it's gonna bother me now. No, it's not Dune. That's generally like a go-to that people push to. I can picture the cover, but I can't like describe it or like how I should say. City of Ember. Yes, City of Ember. Thank you. I read that series as a kid as well. I was a huge book reader when I was a child. Mostly because at that point, like, I couldn't play video games all the time, and so it was the only way I could really get entertainment outside of sports and outside, etc. My library growing up as a kid, though, like my school library was pretty solid. They had a lot of different young adult books series. Was that who wrote City of Ember? Okay, we did that first. Do that here. But yes, it was City of Ember. I never read the Diamond of Darkhold. I read The People of Sparks and the City of Ember. Prophet of Yonwood and the Diamond of Darkhold. I never read either of those. The Belgarian series? No. I never read those. That does not look familiar. There was another one where like the kid was in prison underground, and then I read like the first 2 books in that series. I read until they broke out, and then like the library didn't have the next book in the series. I never finished it. There was a couple others, but I don't read much anymore. I don't really read at all. Outside of Wikipedia dives, I don't really do a whole lot of reading. Which is a little bit sad because I used to love it. I've been wanting to try to get into and start reading things like some of the like more Greek, Roman stories, etc. Some of the epics. But I just never got around to it yet. It's a commitment, right? Like, it's a commitment. My wife's been getting super into audiobooks now, which has been kind of nice for her. She's been enjoying audiobooks a lot. The hard part is like I either spend the time reading or I spend the time playing video games, and generally video games will win out in that battle, right? And so it's kind of like a push and shove. Would I rather play games or would I rather read? And I don't know. I have enough things I already spend my time doing, physical media or not. And so it's just kind of like meh. Forgot to. There was nothing else of significant value I wanted on the carousel here, so I go for Urgot 2 because it's just good. But yeah, that's kind of where I sit with it all right now. It's not necessarily a negative. I just don't really spend the time doing that anymore. We go 8 here. I'm probably not even going to roll those 2. I think I just throw in like another sedge. Or I'll roll once or twice. There we go. But yeah, no, like I really want to get into more of the Greek epics, etc., and just start like actually spending the time reading again. But it is a lot of energy and effort to read when you're exactly only so many hours of the day. I always thought that, you know, it's one of those things that like right now when I'm young and have energy, I'd rather get outside and do things. But as I get older and don't have the energy, but have the time, I'll start reading again, right? Because that's generally like the cycle I notice a lot of people take. Because I would much rather go out and enjoy nature and do things while I have the energy and such to do it, than wait until I'm much too old to do such things. I think that's a relatively sane way to think about it. And that's also how I kind of take... that's also kind of how I take cinema as well. Gather your rosebuds while you may. Exactly. Like, I'm only gonna be young and agile and can do shit once. Like, I don't get younger, I get older. And so, fuck, I remember I used to go over to my grandparents all the time, and that's what they did. They read and watched movies and stuff together. What you're saying is collect books now and read when you're 70? Yeah, for sure. I think audiobooks are also a really, really great way to read adjacently, right? So like when you're playing video games, throw an audiobook on and listen to things. That's what the wife does when she cleans and does other things around the house. Making food, audiobook all the time. And I think that's like a valid argument and valid option as well. Can't do audiobooks that make way too sleepy. That's also valid. A lot of people say that same thing. I personally don't really care either way. Doesn't really affect me either way, I should say. Yeah, but there will still be books. I mean, the books will still always exist in some way, shape, or form. It just might be all digital at that point. Because, I mean, to be frank, printing, etc. is expensive, right? So... 37 years left, I might be around. That's the way to look at it, man. This'll work. I don't think you should, like, run to your nearest bookstore and start panic buying them all. But I think I can see an argument for like why books might go away eventually. But it's also very similar to gasoline cars, right? Like, it's just, it eventually like... Eventually you get to a point at which it just does not make feasible sense to utilize old technology, right? Like, there's a reason that... You know... Not everyone goes and drives a Model T anymore, right? And it's not because the Model T wasn't a phenomenal advancement in technology. It's just that eventually it became old and not worth the time, energy, upkeep, and new things and better things came along. You know, like, that's how I look at it a lot of times. It's not to say that, like, you know, old cars shouldn't be loved and taken care of. I'm actually very much of a person that likes old vehicles, etc. still. But what I mean though is just like at a certain point, like, yes, outside of collectors, there's just no point in it anymore. Which is kind of an interesting thing to think about, right? Model Ts definitely are not that strong, my man. Be funny if they were. There's also the flip side of, like, I really for a long time wanted to get more into cars and car restoration. But older vehicles, one, used worse quality metal. But two, are just way more dangerous. Sure, it might be solid steel, but like, it's gonna kill you because the fucking engine bay is gonna end up on your lap, you know? Like, at a certain point, they're just not safe. Straight up. So, like, that's partially why I don't think I'll ever own an old vehicle. No, even with a seatbelt, you'd still get fucking destroyed, man. Doesn't mean it wasn't an absolute phenomenal advancement in technology. It's just, it was literally a tin can. At a certain point, it's just a tin can. So, like, you know? Death by Model T engine block. Oh, God. We're giving Timo ideas. Get a Volkswagen tank. There you go. Perfect. I'll get a Mitsubishi airplane then as well. Good old little red dot on the side. Or is it Suzuki that made them? I can never remember. Sounds more sure than running a normal car into a tree. I mean, yeah, if you're trying to go out fun. Mitsubishi made the Zero. Okay, I can never remember, man. It's been so long since I looked that stuff up. We love you, Timo. Don't do anything stupid or I'll fucking kick your ass. Is that how that works? We crossed the ditch to hit a tree with it. True, the thing did not go very fast. It was a relatively slow vehicle. Again, actual marvel for the time. Oh, we found Timo's kink. All right, cool. All right, let me look through the list here, people. Anybody have a Sedge? This guy's got a Sedge 2. Like, worst in slot Sedge 2, though. Alright, Scion 2, definitely over. 42 mile an hour top speed, no way you'll hit that. Yeah, you're more than likely going to be at about 25. It was 42 miles an hour downhill. Fucking hell.
Any volunteers to charge blindly into a storm of souls?
With the wind at the back. Correct. Correct. But the only way you're going to be getting any speed in that thing.
There will be peace in the filled will forge. I will use
I got this Urgusi 3 coming in hot, boys. I can reach terminal velocity faster than that. True. Urgot 3 fucks you, the owner. Sick, tight, nasty. Bro, why the fuck do you still have this Sejuani in with this thing? This is like the worst fucking unit to put that on. It just literally makes no sense. You don't want to give Sejuani attack speed, huh? I'm taking out the guy with the sedge, man. Just stop. Thank you. Woo! $4,400 HP. I do have a remover, so God forbid I get something better here, but I doubt I will. Hi, Binks. Good boy, bud. Good boy. I've just found that I'd rather go for like Urgot 3 or Sedge 3 or Aphelios 3 over some of the leveling options right now. I just don't feel like it's worth it. Scion 2 with Hullbreaker does actually kind of sound dope, not gonna lie. Though, I actually think Urgot 2 with Hullbreaker is probably better for me. Just straight up more damage. Brother, Urgot's barely doing more damage than an Aphelios 2. By barely, I mean double. Sick. Man, this shit's too easy. Shit's too easy, dog. Let's see if this Cassante in the backline is enough to stop me here. Huh? You good there, Timo? Runner? Nah, dog. Cassante did not just yeet my fucking units off the map. Ain't no way. This game is not normally. Do I have to get an Aphelios 3 as well? Is that how I beat this comp? Aphelios 3 as well? Fuck. Well, because all it takes is one Cassante to fuck you. That's the problem I have with Cassante, man. Just look at this. Oh, one Cassante. Thank God. I moved my carry, otherwise that'd be gone too. Holy. It literally took me having nearly every 4 cost time I've awarded 3 to win that. Gosh. Dang it, that's so strong.